That left Celtic with 19 points, the same total as their next opponents, St Mirren.
Saints unbeaten, of course, since they lost to Celtic 7-1. They're immediately under pressure. Neil Cooper half clear, nodded down again by Billy Stark to find Chris Morris. To Frank McAvenny. Good cross, McGee underneath it. Tommy Wilson does just enough to put him off. Campbell Money, the long kick. And nodded down by McCarthy. And picked up again by Morris. To Mark McGee, gets the break of the ball nicely. Little deflection, and Ken Money has to stretch full distance. And Roy Aitken keen to keep up the pressure, even taking the corner. McAvenny. Danger even with his back to goal, and that a good effort. Paul Chalmers to Ian Cameron. Saints confidence high. Lifted through by Tommy Wilson. And nicely nodded clear to find Anton Rogan. Again, Wilson keeps the pressure with Cameron. Stabbed in by McCarthy. Back again towards Cameron. Then to Wilson. Good period this for St Mirren. Back to Billy Davis. Oh, and just flashes inches wide. Morris for Celtic to Billy Stark. The ex-Saints player. Again towards Roy Aitken. Gets the 1-2 with Paul McStay. Aitken through to Tommy Burns. Swivels, turns. Oh, and off the post. Great goal from Tommy Burns to mark his 300th game for Celtic. Wonderful finishing. Roy Aitken stabs it through, and Tommy Burns hasn't scored a Premier goal for over a season, but that is an absolute beauty. Brian Martin for Saints. Little layoff looking for Brian Hamilton. Leaves it for Wilson. Good layoff by Mark McWalter. Paul Chalmers inside the area, taken down by Pat Bonner. Bonner protests, the referee says penalty. Ian Cathcart in no doubt. And Peter Weir back in the side for Saints after his transfer from Leicester. Always had a good left foot. Bonner going the wrong way, and Weir's second goal in only 4 games. McCarthy the long free kick. Underneath it Stark to find McAvenny. The 2 ex-Saints players. Strong running from McAvenny provides so much as well as goal scoring. McStay back to Morris. Furious tempo in this match. Again towards McAvenny. In comes Burns, the wrong foot, but he scores again. His second goal for Celtic this afternoon, his first double since 1984. The lovely flick there by Frank McAvenny, and here's Tommy Burns on his standing foot, whacking it into the net. Again, Roy Aitken with McStay. What imagination in that pass to find Billy Stark. The low centre, McAvenny. Oh, why is the ball not in here with me? The Celtic still trying to go forward every opportunity. Mick McCarthy, oh, flattens young Paul Chalmers. And how could you do that to the son of a Lisbon Lion? A sore one in the morning as well. And real concern for the buddies. Played back by Mark McGee, and just making absolutely certain there was going to be no danger. Mick McCarthy bullets the right foot, and unfortunately for young Paul Chalmers, it collects him right on the nose. Saints try to regroup again. Good pass by Weir, intercepted once more, and McAvenny, the playmaker. Lovely ball to the far side. Can he this time pick out Mark McGee? McGee going round the defender, driving it just into the side net. Right foots, left foots, good headers. Celtic got the full repertoire, and again they come forward with Billy Stark. Miscues, picked up though by Paul McStay. Lovely, perfect cross, the simplest tap in, and Frank McAvenny's 15th goal of the season. Laid on a plate by Paul McStay. Saints still showing a lot of spirit with Tommy Wilson. The long free kick, McWalter unmarked, and that sums up so much of Celtic's defensive frailty. No cover there in Mark McWalter, and a good finish. There's not a defender within 4 yards of him. And Pat Bonner every right to feel aggrieved. Mr. Cathcart decides that his McAvenny should be penalised for backing into Godfrey. 6 of one and half a dozen of the other for me, that one. And Tommy Wilson once more with a free kick. Looking for McWalter at the far post, driving across goal. Good layout down there by Brian Martin, and Mark McWalter should have done better. Still though, Saints looking for a late equaliser. Hurtling down that far side goes McWalter. A real chance to make amends. Great strength, the run across, and a good save by Bonner, and Celtic just survive.
By Hogmanay.